Good day, everybody. Today, I wanted to talk about the spirit of anger. Because sometimes when we're angry, we may do things or say things that we might regret later or act in a way that could hurt all the people around us. We all know those times. And sometimes it may be wise to just wait until the anger dissipates before making decisions or taking any action. Now, while anger, it's a natural experience, especially in certain situations, your true character is revealed by the way you choose to respond to it. That's the kicker. And mastering the art of managing anger is a crucial facet of getting through our lives. The destructive potential of anger is extremely profound, as we all know, because anger is capable of fracturing communication, dismantling relationships. It could cast a shadow over our happiness, our family's happiness, and our well-being. So unfortunately, people often find themselves kind of rationalizing their anger rather than taking ownership of it. We know that firsthand. The truth is that everyone deals with anger to some extent, making it kind of a shared thing that everybody goes through, so we're not alone in it. But not all anger is considered sinful. So you see, the Bible acknowledges a form of anger known as righteous indignation, which it approves in certain circumstances. So righteous indignation refers to basically morally justifiable and a justified anger or wrath. So it's often associated with a strong emotional reaction that we perceive as injustice, immorality, or somebody did us wrong. So in the contents of the Bible per se, which is what we're talking about here, righteous indignation is considered an appropriate and righteous response to an action so that it goes against moral or ethical principles. Got it? For example, in Ephesians 4:26, it says, "Be angry and yet do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your anger." So in moments of anger, we may be impulsive and engage in actions that could be regrettable, which we all do. So we should refrain from making these decisions or any other action until we are no longer angry. So that's what that means. In Proverbs 14:17, it says, "A quick-tempered man acts foolishly, and a man of wicked intention is hated." How many times have we did something in anger and regretted it almost immediately, especially after we done sat and thought about it and was like, that is not what we should have done? All of us. So the sinful nature of anger is when it is driven by pride or when allowed to fester, as stated in James 1:20. It says, "Let every person be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger, for the anger of the man does not produce righteousness of God." I hope you guys understand that point. So, unmistakable indication that anger has crossed into sin is when instead of addressing the issue at first hand or right up front, we direct our hurt towards the person who did us wrong, and then we hold on to it and hold grudges and so forth. When anger is unleashed upon somebody, it can lead to a cascade of all kind of hurtful things. And sometimes that stuff is often irreversible because we say things that we don't mean, and you cannot take back words, unfortunately. Yet another manifestation of sinful anger is when the aggrieved person adamantly resists any resolution. They harbor a grudge or internalize it instead of talking it out. And we have all done that, as I said before. So this is very familiar to probably everybody. So when we take a biblical approach to manage all the anger or angry moments towards a situation or another person, it really involves responding with kindness in the face of wrong. I know this can be very hard to do and a great challenge. But by taking a transformative process that can actually turn anger into love. And even that takes some time. We're human. We can also pray to our Lord for a renewed heart, removing our heart of stone and giving us a heart of flesh according to His word, and that can help us heal. We can also ask God to help us with forgiveness of the person or the situation as if it never existed. And He can do that. And in turn, forgive yourself as well, because our actions are kind of reflective of our hearts. And our hearts can, in turn, be reshaped by what it is that we do. Remember, God sees what's in our hearts, and that's most important. In Ephesians 4:31-32, it says to get rid of all bitterness, rage, anger, harsh words, and slander, as well as all types of evil behavior. So let's focus on the issues and not zeroing in on the individual, even though they've angered us. It says in Romans 12:18, if possible, so far as it depends on you, be at peace with all people. So guys, ultimately, addressing our contribution to a situation is extremely crucial, and recognizing that we can't dictate what other people do, but as individuals, we can make adjustments to ourselves that's within our power. God bless you all, and have a wonderful and fruitful day.